Today, I would like to talk about saxophone straps. There are certain criteria that we must consider in choosing a strap. There are a number of different styles of strap that you can choose from, and there's a number of versions of those styles that you can choose from. We have a traditional neck strap, a yoke strap, a harness, a brace strap, and a sling strap. But there are 5 principles, 5 criteria that we must consider in choosing a strap. 1 is the size, 2, comfort, 3, sense of weight, 4, movement, and 5, tone quality. The size, I think, is pretty obvious. If you're a smaller person and you play a smaller horn, then your neck strap's going to be smaller. You want to make sure the neck strap doesn't squeeze your neck. You don't want to make sure that the neck strap isn't all the way down, so that you don't have any wiggle room in where you want to put that strap. So size is important. Comfort is also important, and it is the main focus of how people choose a strap and how companies market their straps. An uncomfortable strap will distract you from your focus and attention to the music, and also takes away a little bit from the enjoyment. Over time, it can add stress to your playing, and that's not a good thing. Discomfort and pain, that restricts your movement. You will restrict your breath when you are uncomfortable or if you're in pain. And that also will affect your tone. So comfort is an important thing, but it's not the only thing that we must consider when we choose a strap. The sense of weight is very important when you consider a saxophone strap, but it is the most overlooked quality of a strap. And what I mean by the sense of weight is how heavy does the saxophone feel when you have it attached. Now, if it's heavy, that means that you're using muscles to hold the saxophone up. Whereas if it's lighter feeling, that means the skeletal system is transferring that weight through your skeleton and your muscles aren't working as much. That's very important because effort, tension, resonates through the whole body. It's just not in your neck or in your spine. If you were to clench your fist like this, you will notice a change in the muscles in your abdomen. So effort is global. The nervous system works systemically, so one part affects another part. When a player tries a neck strap that's lighter, their sound instantly opens up because they are freer to move, freer to breathe. Everything becomes more available. Now, neck straps are a particular problem because a neck strap will rest on the neck and will create more effort to hold that because the neck is not designed to do that. And there's a forward motion, so the neck will pull forward like that. And so you're going to be working to hold that up. I find neck straps to be very uncomfortable. And so I would avoid the neck strap. That's the design, I think, that is the worst design. Now, you can see where the strap needs to rest on these 2 images that I have here on your screen. One is above the 7th cervical, C7. That's the neck strap. And then the other is below the 7th cervical, and that's more like the yoke strap or the harness or the brace strap. Now, you can find the base of your neck by doing this very simple thing, is bow your head down and follow the vertebra of your neck down to the first big bump. That first big bump, that's the base of your neck. That's C7. So you want the neck strap to go below that. And so if you bow your head down and you keep following it down, you'll see another big bump, a little more subtle, but there's another bump below that. That's the next vertebra. That's T1, thoracic vertebra number 1. And that's the top of your rib cage. The first rib ties into T1. So it's important to consider that where the weight of the strap is on your body is going to affect your playing, because you're going to use less effort if that transfers through your skeleton and you're not using your muscles to hold the strap and hold the saxophone. Movement is another important quality in a saxophone strap. We feel rhythm through a movement, and we feel phrasing and flow through movement. So if a neck strap is restricting that, that's going to be not so good. I find that straps that are elastic or have neoprene in them, that because there's going to be so much movement to absorb that shock, when you move, you're going to have to be still when you play those neck straps. And so it's not as desirable in my opinion. Any strap that restricts your breath, the movement of your breathing, I also find to be a negative, as a disadvantage. And I find that this is one of the problems I run up against with harnesses. I feel like it's restricting my breath. This is a harness strap, and it wraps around the body, usually the shoulders, under the armpits. Some will wrap around the midsection. This one, as you can see, crosses in the back. I prefer that in a harness strap. The one thing I really don't like about the harness strap is that it feels like it's restricting my ribs when I breathe. I feel like I'm having to expand against the weight of the saxophone. Now, a lot of people like harness straps because it disperses the weight around the whole body. So that may be a good enough reason to get a harness strap. But for me, I don't like anything that restricts my ribs, restricts my breathing. Tone quality, that's also important. The saxophone strap is part of your whole setup and can affect the quality of your sound. So record yourself or listen or have friends listen to your playing and give you feedback on one strap versus another strap, just like choosing a ligature or a reed or a mouthpiece. You want to go out there and compare the sounds of these different straps because they're an integral part of your entire setup. Now, in specific designs, I like the yoke strap. I played on one for years. The advantage is it brings the weight of the saxophone down below the neck, and it disperses the weight around the shoulders. The disadvantages is that it can ride up. Now, this is one. It's made by BG. I think it's a good neck strap. And it has this cushion around the top part of the neck strap, and I think that's a little bit problematic because it rides up above C7 from that cushion. Actually, I think it would be better off without the cushion. But I think people like it because obviously they're selling these. What I did to help make this neck strap work better for me was to take the same neck strap but cut out that middle part. There are neck straps that have this in them, but the problem is they're neck straps, and they create a channel here. But you can do the same thing with a yoke strap if it has this kind of cushion around it, and that way it's not resting on your vertebra on that top part. Now, a brace strap is something I play on now. This is the BG brace strap. A brace strap, basically, there, you can see attaches to your belt. Now, I like it because it keeps the yoke strap down. Now, the minus of that is that it looks pretty funky in the back. So if you're conscious about that, and you're in a professional situation, you don't want it to look like that, then that's going to be a problem. You can always wear a coat over it. But it does need a belt or a really strong type of material like a denim or something like that, jeans, that you can attach it to. The non-strap is a stand. This is a stand you can play while standing up. And the advantage of this is that your body does not carry any weight at all. This is made by Hercules. There are other companies that make it, but I can move with this stand in any position I really want. it makes playing so easy, and the sound is so free that it's a really good alternative. Maybe if you don't want to use it on a stand or at a concert or on a gig, but maybe you could just use it when you practice, because the less stress we put on our body, the better. So let's recap. There are 5 criteria in choosing a strap: size, comfort, the sense of weight, movement, and tone quality. If you choose a strap, consider those criteria to decide which strap is best for you. I'm Steve Duke. This is the Sax Coach channel on YouTube. Check out my other videos. You can like, you can subscribe. You can also check out more material on my website, saxcoach.org. Thanks for watching.